footy to American football. And as we showed you earlier, Saints quarterback Derek Carr's season upcoming, that's in doubt following reports he has a shoulder injury that might require surgery. Limited to 10 games due to injury last season. Did play through a shoulder injury in 2023 and didn't miss any time. But with this news, ESPN Bet has the Saints as the favorite now to draft quarterback Shedeur Sanders. They actually have the 9th pick in this draft as we welcome in draft analyst Matt Miller. So if Shedeur is there, particularly on the heels of this Derek Carr news now, is this a must pick for New Orleans in your estimation, Matt?
Buckle up, Saints fans. The first round is going to be exciting when they come on the board at number 9, and I don't think it is a must. Didn't think quarterback was a must for them. Even with Derek Carr on the roster, I don't know that this injury changes your future outcomes. If you don't love a quarterback at number 9, don't reach to take one. This front office, I know it's a new head coach in Kellen Moore, but GM Mickey Loomis actually selected Spencer when this team starts voluntary workouts on Monday. You don't have to take a quarterback this year. You can effectively tank behind Spencer Rattler and set yourself up for, guess who could be in next year's draft? Arch Manning. The last time the Saints took a quarterback in the first round, 1971, when his grandfather Archie was the pick. So maybe we're overconnecting dots a year out. But the 2026 draft looks pretty good.
Matt, I have some more history for you, though. No Manning has ever left college early to enter the draft. So there are those who actually think that Arch Manning is not a lock to be in that draft next year. So we'll see.
I agree.
All right. I mean, listen, these opinions are all over the board regarding Shedeur. And listen, regarding many people, Mel Kiper Jr., Field Yates, Mike Tannenbaum, Jordan Reed, they all have Ashton Genty, best running back in the draft. I mean, an incredible running back, right? They all have him going number 6 to the Raiders. But you, Matt, you, my friend, have him going to the Bears at 10.
Love it.
And my co-anchor, Shay Cornett, is absolutely delighted as a lifelong Bears fan. So tell us, why do you have him falling to the Bears and have Tet McMillan going to the Raiders?
Yeah, guys, this one's simple. Can you name the Raiders' top 3 wide receivers? I don't know many folks who can. I'm not sure if I could without looking it up. They have a massive hole at the wide receiver position. Tet McMillan would give them that. And the depth at running back in this year's class is so good. You can get a starting level running back in the 2nd round. I know they don't have a 3rd round pick from the Geno Smith trade. Even in the 4th and 5th round, we're going to see starting caliber running backs. And I think the deepest running back group we've ever seen in the 2025 class, we could see 30 of these guys drafted. Now, Ashton Genty is the best back in this class. He is special. If he happens to slide to the Chicago Bears with new head coach Ben Johnson, he's going to do Jahmyr Gibbs type things. He is a powerful inside runner. He has amazing contact balance. Last season in 2023, he had 43 catches. He can be very valuable as a receiver out of the backfield. And we know what he did last year as a runner. 2,600 yards, over 1,700 yards after first contact. He is a blue chip prospect playing on the blue field for Boise State. Whether it's at 6 or 10, he should be one of those Rookie of the Year favorites.
Man, Genty and DeAndre Swift. Oh, I bet Bears fans can just imagine that. Matt Miller, we appreciate you. Thank you.
Here with you on SportsCenter. Follow along. Joe Flacco coming back to the team he won the Comeback Player of the Year award in 2023 with. Flacco rejoining the Cleveland Browns on a 1-year deal. His agent told that to Adam Schefter. The former Super Bowl MVP came off the couch to lead the Browns to a 4-1 record in 5 regular season starts before losing in the playoffs.
All right, they usually say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, but next week it will be Shedeur Sanders visiting the Raiders in Vegas, and everyone will see that. Let's welcome in our NFL insider, Field Yates, and NFL front office insider, Mike Tannenbaum. Field, I'll start with you. What makes Shedeur Sanders such a good fit for the Raiders right now?
Well, right now, the answer is not right now because they've got Geno Smith. This is why I'm actually kind of curious as to whether the team would actually use the 6th overall pick on Shedeur Sanders. But I think you would like about it is he would pair with an offensive coordinator, Chip Kelly, that has been at multiple stops now. I know that we all think about what happened last year at Ohio State and say that's the kind of system that Chip Kelly is going to run. Maybe. I also think that Chip Kelly is a very adaptable coach who will take advantage of a player's greatest strengths, which in the case of Shedeur Sanders is a pristine pocket passer who has elite accuracy and also touch on the football. So if he lands in Vegas, he's going to have to be patient. But if he can afford to be patient, the spot is a very good one because there is good offensive infrastructure right now with the Raiders.
And so, Mike T, in your mock draft, you have the Steelers trading up from 21 to 10, grabbing Sanders. They're also waiting on a decision from Aaron Rodgers, and we all are at this point. If you're the Steelers front office, what are you doing here with this situation?
Yeah, I mean, I actually like both situations and maybe a combination. So if you could get Aaron Rodgers, and I'm presuming when the owner comes out at the league meeting and said, hey, we're going to sign him, they may sign him. That's a one-year deal. I love Shedeur Sanders there long term. I think it's an ideal fit with what Shedeur Sanders into the future. They're in a much better quarterback situation with that combination than at any point since Ben Roethlisberger.
So Shedeur Sanders sounds like a good long-term fit for this Raiders team. Gentlemen, let's look at some other teams with QB needs and play QB or not QB. You see what we did there with that one? All right, we can all agree that the Titans are taking Cam Ward at number 1. Yes, we all agree on that. So Mike T, I'll start with you. Should the Giants take a QB or the best available player at that third pick?
Best available player, Mina. Look, there's two great players here, Travis Hunter and Abdul Carter. You can't pass on greatness. I think there's an opportunity for either of those teams, Cleveland or the Giants, to come back up in the first round. But if you could get Travis Hunter that we're looking at here or Abdul Carter, you can't pass on guys that could be absolute dominant difference makers. Find the quarterback later on, take the great player at the top of the draft.
Yeah, Mike T, well said right there. I'm going to go with not quarterback as well for the New York Giants. And really, this might be the easiest pick of the draft in some ways for the Giants. It kind of reminds me of the Patriots at number 3 last year, Amina. Just take the third quarterback that was going to be on the board. In this case, you just take the Travis Hunter or Abdul Carter of it all, right? Because we know that Cam Ward is going to go number 1 overall. Some people have said, well, do the Giants really need an edge rusher? When you're picking third overall, it's for a reason. The most notable reason is you've got a talent gap.
Yeah.
Right now, you find the best player available, and you worry about whether you have enough pass rush at a later date. Because as far as I'm concerned, there's no such thing as having too many premium pass rushers. The Giants would all of a sudden have themselves one of the best trios of pass rushers in the NFL if they do get Abdul Carter at number 3.
Yeah, you don't pass on a talent like Abdul Carter or Travis Hunter at all if you're picking at number 3. So, Phil, the Rams hold a 26th pick in the draft. So, QB or not QB?
Yeah, to not QB is the answer for me with the Los Angeles Rams. Yes, this team could use an eventual successor to Matthew Stafford, but I think Sean McVay feels like this might be a multi-year proposition left over for Stafford. So I'm thinking corner, Max Harrison from Kentucky, who 2 seasons ago led the SEC in interceptions, or offensive tackle for at some point in the future. Josh Connerly from Oregon just had clean tape this past season as the front side protector for Dylan Gabriel. You see Josh Simmons there as well from Ohio State. I thought he had the best tape of any left tackle in the class coming into the draft. That being said, got hurt last season.
Yeah, Field, I'm going to go with Jackson Dart. I'm going QB. What do good organizations do? They're opportunistic. Matt Stafford is year to year. They didn't hit on Stetson Bennett. What a great situation to get a young, athletic quarterback like Jackson Dart, who really thrived in Lane Kiffin's offense. Let him sit for a year behind Matt Stafford and then hit the ground running in 2026.
Yeah, a little disagreement there. We always love that here on SportsCenter. Why not? We're friends, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Chào tất cả mọi người đã quay trở lại với kênh của mình. Ngày hôm nay mình sẽ tiếp tục hướng dẫn các bạn làm